University done harps on celebrating legends to reduce moral decadence among youths. National Assembly resumed plenary after Easter Eid al-Fitr holidays. Good evening and welcome to NTA Ijebu-Ode News at 7. My name is Anthony Gandono. The news in details. Celebrating legends and role models in the society is a necessity which should be encouraged to build a sound generation. This was made known by Professor Dawood Noibi while delivering a keynote address at a book presentation in honor of late Professor Musa Abdul. Titilayo Oke witnessed the event which took place at Techfund Hall, Tai Solarin University College of Education, Ijagun, and tells us more.
Ascendancy of Arabic and Islamic Studies in Nigeria. The book was a first script in honor of Professor Musa Abdul. In his keynote address, Professor Dawood Noibi said celebrating legends in the society should be encouraged to reduce moral decadence among the youth. Professor Noibi commended Nigeria Association of Teachers of Arabic and Islamic Studies, NATSAIS, and the family of late Professor Abdul for putting the first script together in his honor.
He succeeded in attracting anyone that he thought to have anything to do, anything to contribute to the progress of the Department of Arabic and Islamic Studies, strengthening the staff, and therefore providing for the students the best education possible.
Presenting the book, Alhaji Abdurrafiu Ebiti and Abdurrahim Musa extolled the virtues of late Professor Musa Abdul, adding that he played a significant role in human development and Islamic studies in Nigeria.
It's a very, very historical book, and it has so many facts, and it teaches us certain things, especially the one about spirituality of education, so that we can start to see what Islam has said, that this life is just a pastime.
He did the work with passion, such a way that he attracted so many young Nigerians across the nation to show interest in Arabic and Islamic studies. So much that, alhamdulillah, today, many of his students are now professors.
They recommended the book for everyone, irrespective of religion and tribe. The chairman of the occasion and Ogun State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, applauded NATSAIS for the initiative and also acknowledged the presence of all that graced the occasion.
I'm one of those people that benefited from his scholarly activity, because these two of his books were very, very relevant and very useful to me in my spiritual development. And a number of young people actually use those books as reference materials for their school certificate examination and some other examinations.
I'm one of the people that has benefited from his knowledge, because I've read some of his books. I mean, you can see what I've also imparted here. I mean, it's a lot. So this compendium, I'm recommending it that everybody should have it.
Encouraging the gathering in the purchase of the book, the commissioner thereafter bought 5 copies of the book, Ascendancy of Arabic and Islamic Studies in Nigeria, has 455 pages and divided into 4 sections with 22 chapters. In Ijebu-Ode, Titilayo Oke, NTA News.
Lagos State residents have appealed to stakeholders in the oil sector to find a lasting solution to the current fuel scarcity being experienced in the metropolis. Joel Popola was at some of the fueling stations for a situational report.
There seems to be no quick fix to the lingering fuel queues in Lagos as the scarcity of petrol continues to take its toll on the cost of living, especially transportation and other basic needs.
Look at the town, go to this place. You see a lot of people suffering. For a beautiful country like this is my country. I love Nigeria.
Getting fuel is a challenge. Getting public transport is a challenge. As I'm trekking, I'm even trekking where there's no hold up. Coming to work is stressful, and going back home is stressful. The cost of transportation is ×2.
Pulling through this unpalatable situation has become not just survival of the fittest, but smartest, with black marketers making brisk business. Lagos residents, just like other Nigerians, are hoping the situation will improve before the end of the week. In Lagos, Joel Okuola, NTA News.
Now to legislative matters. Senate reconvened plenary after about 6 weeks of recess in the remodeled Red Chamber.
Lawmakers of the 10th Senate are sitting in the redesigned chamber for the first time since their inauguration on June 13, 2023. The chamber has been undergoing renovation since August 2022. Plenaries before now held in the temporary chamber, which was a committee room converted for that purpose.
Let us also not forget the importance of cooperation with our constituents while we are here. We are elected to represent their voices, their hopes, and their dreams. It is through our engagement and our partnership with them that we can truly make a meaningful impact on the lives of all Nigerians.
The sitting thereafter continued behind.
Meanwhile, the House of Representatives has resumed plenary after a 40-day recess for the Easter and Salah holidays.
National Assembly correspondent Mitari Ikwe reports that the House held plenary in the renovated chamber equipped with state-of-the-art facilities, which lawmakers say befits the dignity of the legislature. Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, in his opening remarks at plenary, says the Green Chamber remains committed to security of lives and property in the country by supporting the security agencies while condemning the spate of terrorist attacks on schools this year. The House advocates the establishment of a dedicated fund specifically for school safety.
Have become targets for terrorists and kidnappers. These acts are not only heinous, but are direct attacks on the future of Nigeria and of children for their right to education and secure childhood. The implication of these acts stretch far beyond the immediacy and destruction of force. They sow fear in communities, discourage school attendance, actually stifle the education of the generation. Allow the ambition of our children to be thwarted by fear. The House supports and will advocate for comprehensive strategies to safeguard our schools.
The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has deregulated the prices of meters deployed under the Meter Assets Provider Scheme, MAP, with effect from May 1st, 2024.
The Commission says this is to enable customers acquire schemes of their choice based on competitive open market prices determined from transparent bidding frameworks. In an order signed by the chairman of Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, Sanusi Garba, NERC states that the deregulation also follows the request made by the meter asset providers, local meter manufacturers and assemblers for a further review of meter prices in consideration of significant changes in foreign exchange rates and inflation rates, which constrained their ability to supply meters at the approved regulated price. The Commission noted the need for the efficient pricing of meters to respond more quickly to changes in macroeconomic parameters, particularly exchange rates. By this order, all electricity distribution companies are to ensure the effective and seamless integration of smart meters deployed by meter asset providers with the DISCOs, head-end systems and meter data management systems.
A prosecution witness for the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, Haman Bello, has continued giving evidence in the trial filed by the agency against the former head of civil service of the Federation, Winifred Oyoita, tendering what he said were purportedly printouts of incriminating WhatsApp messages between the defendants and some of her associates. The prosecution witness told the Federal High Court Abuja that Oyoita, excuse me, that Oyoita allegedly compromised her office by allegedly seeking and accepting gratification from contractors on government contracts. Oyoita and 9 others are facing 18-count charge of alleged diversion of public funds to the tune of 3 billion naira. Meanwhile, the Federal High Court Abuja has fixed May 30 to rule on bail application filed by detained leader of the Miyetti Allah Kauta Fulani organization, Bello Bodejo. The defendant is facing a 3-count charge of alleged terrorism and establishment of an unregistered ethnic militia. His counsel, Ahmed Raji SAN, told the court that his client's health condition was failing, hence the need for his personal liberty in order to obtain medical treatment before his trial commences.
It is his right, on ground of health, that his health is failing, and on the ground that he has a right to his liberty, and it is the duty of the state to tell the court why he should not be admitted to bail.
Bodejo has since been in custody of the Defense Intelligence Agency since his arrest on January 23rd this year. We will go on break now, and when we return, the news will continue. Stay tuned.
Your heritage.
You are welcome back. Intending pilgrims from Kwara State for the 2024 Hajj exercise in the Royal Kingdom of Saudi Arabia have been told to see their journey to the Holy Land mainly for spiritual purpose and not for jamboree. Grand Kadif Sharia Court of Appeal Ilorin Justice Abdulateef Kamaldeen gave the advice during a sensitization and enlightenment program for intending pilgrims from Kwara State. Abdulwahid Bibire reports that over 3,000 intending pilgrims from Kwara State are expected to perform this year's exercise. His report is hereby presented.
Enlightenment program is mainly to tell the intending pilgrims from Kwara State the do's and don'ts of the host country. In his lecture, the Grand Qadi Sharia Court of Appeal Ilorin Justice Abdulateef Kamaldeen reminded the intending pilgrims to see going for Hajj as one of the pillars of Islam as directed by Allah, emphasizing that piety, good conduct and spiritual rejuvenation are the hallmark of a good Hajj exercise. The exercise, according to the intending pilgrims, was insightful and thoughtful.
Many of those things that we don't know or we are not aware of has been given us. We've been educated.
And where we are there too, we should behave as good Muslims, not to be thieves, not to be thugs, and other bad social activities.
Executive Secretary, Kwara State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board, and the 2024 Amir Hajj for Kwara State spoke on efforts at having a seamless Hajj for the Kwara State pilgrims.
More than 95% of them have not gone to Hajj before. We need to let them know the do's and the don'ts, what to go with, what not to go with, how to perform the Hajj itself.
I found out through my experience that many pilgrims are going out of their environment for the first time in their life. So they need a lot of education on the various things they will meet, as well as they need education and knowledge of what Hajj is all about.
Intending pilgrims from across the 16 local government areas of Kwara State attended the Enlightenment program.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has extended his deepest sympathies to the victims of gas explosion at Itaoshin. Abeokuta North local government area of Ogun State.
Explosion from a solitary gas truck rippled through the community, resulting in the loss of life and property. In a statement by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, the president also sympathizes with the Ogun State government and residents of the state over this tragedy. President Tinubu commends Governor Dapo Abiodun on his valiant efforts to arrest the situation and immediately restore calm to the community. The president assures the people of Ogun State, particularly the victims of this harrowing incident, of his fervent support in this moment of grief.
So much for the news tonight. Let's join Idowu Ogunbajo for the Yoruba version of the news. From me, good night.